अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वलाकिबतुल मुत्तकीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल अंबिया'i वल मुरसलीन अम्मा बाद फ़ऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम डियर brothers and sisters assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today inshallah al aziz I want to explain the topics of Suratul Suratul Nisa. Yesterday night I explained the topics of Surah Ali Imran. And today, inshallah, we will discuss about the topics of Suratul Nisa at our channel, ZKF YouTube channel, and also at Instagram. So I hope you people will watch our this beautiful session and also give us your good suggestions about these sessions. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us in this all kind of event which we are doing during the month of Ramadan. Now we are starting about the topics of Surah An-Nisa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in the Holy Quran different surahs, some are Makki, some are Madani. Madani surahs related to family rules, how we spend our life, necessities of life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also discussed in these surahs, and also way of life, rules of life, everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discussed in Madani surah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in this surah, the Surah An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa is a Madrin surah and it has 176 verses. The main topics of surah are several aspects of a Muslim's way of life, which includes the family life. Because the family life is a very important thing. If our family life is happy, then our society will be happy. And when our society will be happy, it's means our country will be happy. If one country is happy and day by day if we increase this happiness, inshallah, all over the world is full of happiness. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us special instructions in this Surah An-Nisa, about family life, how we people spend our life, and if suppose sometimes we have any kind of problems, so how we solve the problems. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also guide us in this surah. Instructions regarding witness witness are very important part of our life, because if any kind of crime is there, any kind of issues in the families or any place, so we want in these kind of crimes, we people want witness, because without witness it's not possible judge can take the correct decisions. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran, many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed about these verses about the witnesses and characteristics of hypocrites and crucifixion of Jews. This is also mentioned in this surah. Because hypocrisy all the time is everywhere. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed again and again the verses of hypocrisy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to teach the Muslims, we people save ourselves from the hypocrites. So verse number 1 to 35 discuss that for smooth life, the relationship between husband and wife should be based on justice and equality. So if we people want a good life, happy life, happy family life, so the basic rule of happy life is that equality and justice and equality. It's not only family life. people in the country, even if you are a ruler of the country, if you are the MD of any department. So if these two things you use, number one is justice and second one is equality, then your office will be smooth, your family will be smooth, your country will be smooth. If there is no justice, no equality among the people, then totally all the system will be destroyed. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed that verses the importance of justice and equality. In divisions of inheritance and rights of orphans have been detailed down. These two also very important thing. Number one is that after the death of person, when we dispute his inheritance, so how we distribute, so we don't do the injustice among the people. And second thing, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala discussed about orphans. The rights of orphans are very important because Allah Subhanahu wa Taala revealed again and again in the Holy Quran about the rights of orphans. In this surah also Allah Subhanahu wa Taala revealed with detail the rights of orphans. In verses number 36 to 42, guides the Muslims that for a better and collective society that should remain generous and avoid the selfishness and stinginess of mind and matter. If in the society there is selfishness are there, if evils are there, if bad things are there, it means that society is not a happy society. But when our society is avoid these kind of bad things, then our society is a best society. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourage us, we do a good deeds and we do good relations with others and avoid the bad things. And also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discuss about interest again. In verses number 43, describe the purification process of mind and body through prayer as it is soul refiner. Purification of soul and body are very important for human life. When we say we are a human being, so human beings have a two parts. Number one is soul and second one is body. Because without soul, body is just like a one statue. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also guide us about how we purify our soul and bodies both. Purifications of soul and body both are very important for human life. We people need a different kind of feeds, different kind of fruits, different kind of food for our body. But we also need prayer, reciting of Holy Quran, good deeds, good relations with others. That is good for our soul. We only want some time. We want to improve. We want to grow our body, but we don't want to grow. We don't do. We don't grow our soul. But dear brothers and sisters, if our bodies and soul both grow up, then the impact of growing of soul is also shown at our character. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages us, we also purify our soul and body. And then verse number 43. And after 43, verse number 44 to 57. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides the Muslims after a moral preparation and improvement of their soul and body through prayer, how to avoid the current practices of Jews. In verses number 58 to 72, guide the believers to trust the honest and qualified people, those who do just and right and obey God. Those people are qualified, which we think the person who is qualified, who have a good degrees, who have a good job. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told no. Which one is a real qualified person, believer, that one is a honest, and also those people who do just and right and obey God. If we don't do the justice, if we don't obey the God, it means we are not a good person. It means we are not a good people. In God, moreover, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again told us, moreover, these verses warn the Muslim believers of the punishment in case of disobeying. If we disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the punishment. In verses number 73 to 100, directs the believers to fight against hypocrisy without covetousness and weaknesses. Because hypocrisy is a poison. Hypocrisy destroys the society. Hypocrisy destroys the system. That's why 73 verse number to 100. In these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directs the believers to fight against hypocrisy. There are different kind of hypocrisy. Sometimes hypocrisy in families, sometimes hypocrisy in different groups of people, hypocrisy in the country. There are different levels of hypocrisy, but main teachings of Quran is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, we have to fight. It is a duty of believers. If we are a believer, so this is our duty. We fight against the hypocrisy without any covetousness and weaknesses. In verse number 101 to 103, describe that offering prayer is must even in battles and war. Dear brothers and sisters, this is also a very important thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the verses again and again about prayer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told, if you don't have water, you do tayammum. If you are a traveler, you pray short prayer. If you are sick, so there are different kinds of way of prayer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already discussed and Prophet Muhammad sallam taught us. So we don't have any excuse as a day of judgment about our prayer. Mostly people, they show the laziness in two prayers, Fajr prayer and Isha prayer. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, those people who show the laziness in these two prayers, this is the signs of hypocrisy. So we try to pray at the time. And the Isha prayer is very difficult for us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give a long time. We don't have any excuse after that. So that's why every time we have to pray. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told, if you are in the battle, so you have to pray. If any fields of life, you people are busy, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told we have to pray. And then verse number 104 repeats the importance of staying persistent on the bravery during battle. So if we people join the battle, first thing is that avoid the battle. But when you join the battle, then you show bravery. Those people run away from the battlefield. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told this is a major sin. If you are the leader of the country, if you are a politician, if you are army officer, if you have any kinds of, if you are the person of any field, so rule is that if you join any battle, after that you show bravery. It's not allowed to you. You run away from the battle. This is a major sin. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, revealed further more verses number 136 and 175 to 175. Again retract the defense mechanism against the plots of hypocrites. Dear brothers and sisters, basically hypocrisy is very dangerous. Earlier I told you, hypocrisy destroys the system. Hypocrisy destroys the countries. Hypocrisy destroys the families. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again guide us. Because Quran Kareem is a book of guidance. Quran Kareem is not only a book of reciting in the Holy Quran or memorization, only the book of blessings we put at our home. Quran Kareem is a book of guidance. Quran Kareem guide us. So these guidance Quran Kareem provided us in these verses, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved us more than 70 mothers. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us again and again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us everything which one is danger for us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us we have to avoid that. And that things are good for us, our life, our body, our soul. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages us, we have to use that. And anything which one is bad for us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us clear directions, clear instructions. You have to avoid. Like I give you an example of pork. Pork is haram for human being. It's haram for Muslims. Why? Because it's danger for health. It's make a trouble in your body, your soul. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made haram this pork, and also some other bad deeds. Which one is not good? Which one is danger for human being? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbid in the Holy Quran. Which thing is good, it's allowed. Like different kind of juices we people use every day. Different kind of milk we people used. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed to us. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told about pork, it is haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us about alcohol, is not allowed. Because it's also danger for our health, danger for our mind, danger for our good deeds. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly forbid us in the Holy Quran. So in these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again mentions these words. We have to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told again, retract the defense mechanism against the plots of hypocrites in unbelief. In unbelievers, and the book, and repeat the true direction of following Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for success. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clear direction give to his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his follower. Now it is our duty, we people follow that directions. And also, which is one verse number 1 to 100 to 35, which is on family laws and smoothness of community. Because laws are very important part of our life. If we people live in this life without law, then it's not possible if we say after that our how we people spend our life happy. So without law, it's not possible. Very simple example is that if suppose you are a driver and at the road if you drive without laws, so how can you drive smoothly? You will do 100% accidents. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us rules of life, give us rules of family. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already guide us how we people make our family smooth and full of joy and happiness. So these are some basics points which I discussed in this surah. I hope you inshallah read the Holy Quran and you will read deeply all the points which I discussed here, because only some main points I discussed which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in this surah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us in this beautiful session and we continue again and again. And thank you so much. Those my students came live and also other people, those join us. Jazakallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our fasting and sahur and everything, every good deeds which we people do during the month of. Inshallah, we will meet tomorrow again, same times after Tarawih. I hope you will join with me. And tomorrow, inshallah, we will discuss Surah Al-Ma'idah. Surah Al-Ma'idah is also a very important surah for the Quran. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, teach the Surah An-Nisa to your daughters and teach the Surah Al-Ma'idah to your boys, children. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discusses in this surah also many things about halal and haram. So I request to you also join with us. And if you know Urdu language, so I already recorded many videos about all the surahs of Holy Quran and our YouTube channel ZKF News. Join us at that channel also. Inshallah, we will meet again tomorrow. Allah Hafiz. Remember me in your dua, and I will remember you people in my dua. Allah Hafiz.